Hello subscribers, welcome back to the next live stream of Phantasie III. So it's been a little bit of time since played the last session. Hope everybody had a good Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Otherwise, if you celebrate something else, hope you had a good time with that. So let's see, we're in Pendleton, which is definitely too strong for me at the moment. So what I'm going to do is go back to the main town. I just got to find who has it. There we go. So we're going to go to Pendragon. We're going to start exploring other dungeons and caves. So we already cleared out this one down here. Sleeping monster? Sure, why not? We get free hits on them. Why wouldn't we do it? It's pretty funny that the undead are sleeping, because undead do not need to sleep. Okay, let's try going right. Another town already. Yeah, the world map in this game is pretty darn small. I'm sure I've already been here. Let's see what they got. Self-boat +2. Yeah, nothing very important there. Hard leather, actually. That may be better than what I have. Nope. Okay, I do have hard leather. Never mind. Hey, Tawheed, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you are early. How are you? Oh, here's a cave. A large cavern. When you approach the door, a covered slit is opened. A voice from the slit says, "Welcome, weary travelers, to the catacombs. Food will be served soon in the dining room." The door opens. That's pretty funny considering catacombs, have dead bodies and skeletons everywhere. Oh, what in the world is this? A valley giant? Okay. Well, here we go. We'll see. It looks pretty intimidating, but we'll see what we can do. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, happy holiday to you too. Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Oop. This looks kind of scary. Can I greet him? Nope. Gnome mages and gnome lords. Well, let's try our sleep spell. I don't know about protection. Well, we'll see what happens here. I still don't have any spells that hit a bunch of enemies. And I wish I knew what Charm did. For some reason, I think it makes some enemies that would shoot their ranged weapons not be able to do it, but I could be confusing it with a different game. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, killed that one already. That's good news. That's funny. So the mage attacked me with a weapon, and the lord, couple of the lords cast spells. Nice. So sleep worked on most of the lords. Ooh, mind blast. Okay, looks like a level 1 mind blast. Ouch. Glad I'm killing those right away. Alright, is anybody close to dying? Jagger, he's in pretty deep trouble. Let's cast healing 2 on him. Ooh. So slow made it where I only got one attack instead of 3 with my slash. Hmm. Let's do another sleep. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Mage attacking with a staff. $60 damage on that, and that's nice. Okay, I got this in the bag. I will have to leave and go back and rest, though, because I'm using up quite a bit here. Armor reduction. So my mage is out of magic points. This is my monk. Let's see. He can't even attack. Let's do firebow then. Yeah, I used up all my magic points. Wow, 5,400 experience. Oh, thank goodness he greeted me. Ah. Ooh, this doesn't look good. Oh no. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm out of magic points. Dark gnomes. Broke his right arm. That's good. Ooh. Radagast just lost his left leg. I think he only... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm out of magic points. Let's see if we can survive this battle. Okay, one down. Nice. Oh, a trident and a giant shield. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here. Oh, I made it. Thank goodness. Wow, look at that. So the trident does 11 damage. And the next best weapon I had was 7. So that's a big improvement. And then this giant shield is 16. Whereas my highest shield now is 9. Let's give it to the monk. Now let's see if I can cure that leg. Did it work? Yes, it did. Okay. So yeah, healing 3 can cause limbs to regenerate, which is sweet. Yeah, Bubba saved the day there. Now let's see if we can train yet. Ooh, man, that's expensive. Let me check my gold first. Definitely level up the monk. 11 hit points. That's awesome. Okay, what are we going to do here? Pick lock. Let's do attack. Parry. Let's see if he can learn a new spell. Ooh, nice. Okay, so he can learn one spell. Ninja 2 would be pretty darn good. But Fire Flash 3 is so good too. I'm going to do Ninja 2. That makes, of course, your fighter be really good with melee weapons. Okay, let's see if... Priest. 5 hit points. Let me try that again. See if we get any better. 7. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, priest, what are you going to do? If I get to 150, I think he can attack, or maybe even slash, so we'll do that. And then the rest of that stuff's pretty bad. So we'll do swimming and parry. Can learn 2 spells. I wish I had the book here with me. I don't think I do. I don't have it around here. Let me see something real quick. I'm looking for my user manual, because I know I scanned it in. There it is. I'm going to see what confusion is. Alright, confusion. These spells make it difficult for monsters to use their magic. Spells are progressive so that a Confuse 3 is stronger than a Confuse 1 and 2 combined. Okay, and Charm. Charm makes monsters so friendly that they forget they are in combat until they are attacked. So it's almost like sleep in a way. So what else do I have available? Weakness, and then protection and binding. Binding inhibit the movement of monsters, making them easier to hit. Okay. Protection. Protection level 1 is like plus 1 point of armor for the whole party. So that's pretty useless. Weakness 1. These spells cause monsters to lose strength, and so they do less damage when they hit adventurers. Alright, and then... Oh, I do... Protection 2 is plus 3 points of armor. I really don't know how much that impacts things, to be honest. And Ninja 2 is actually the highest of the ninjas. It says, this spell gives the caster high attack, defense, and damage abilities, regardless of his actual armor or weapons. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, I get 2, so let's see. Gosh, binding 2 might be useful, so if I run into enemies that I just can't hit. So let's do that. And then the confusion. I'm trying to think if I run into many spellcasters in this game. Well, it's probably going to be more useful than the protection, so I'll go ahead and get it. Okay. Now, once I get to higher level protection, like 3 or 4, then that's a different story. Wizard, 2 hit points. Let's try that again. 4. 3. 2. Okay, so far 4 looks like the best. 7, okay. Definitely taking that. Alright, what do we got here? The wizard really doesn't have much to do with skills, so we'll do fire bow. I'll give 1 more swimming. Let's see what we can learn here. 6 spells, so I waited on this. Mind Blast 1, definitely get that. I already have transportation, so I don't need that again. Party Arrow Flame. Of course, that gives all the party members... Let me see if it says what level that is. Alright. These spells increase the accuracy and damage of bow fire for one adventurer or the whole party. Okay. Arrow Flame 1 increases accuracy by plus 50% and bow values by plus 15. Wow. Arrow Flame 2 increases accuracy by plus 100% and bow points values by 25. Wow, that actually sounds pretty good. If I start getting lower. So let me do the party Arrow Flame. And I'm going to save my other spells. So I'm going to hit escape there. Because I can save the spell points there. Alright, now, how much money do I have left? Yeah, I'm super low. I only have 4,600. So he can't even train. I can train this fighter. But I think I'm going to wait for this ranger. Yeah, see, he's still way back on level 4. Because his charisma is so low. It's just expensive to train him. Oh well. Maybe we'll find more stuff in there with a bunch of money. He wouldn't take our greeting. Okay. I don't know if sleep works on them or not, but we'll try it. He'll be dead in one round, probably. It really looks like it would be extremely tough, but looks are deceiving in this game. Large axe, nice. In fact, let me go equip that real quick. 12, wow. Okay, now finally I'm starting to get to some weapons that not all my guys can equip. You can see at the top here, it shows only 1, 2, 3, and 5 based on their strength. So we're going to give that to Bubba. And then we're going to actually redistribute here because I do have some other weapons. Okay, so large axe, Bubba. Trident. Hammer. There we go. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Those look like gremlins. Yep. Alright. Wow, 4 dark gnomes and gremlins. We're going to try Mind Blast this time. It's only level 1, but we'll do sleep. And I'm going to do Ninja 2 here. Because this battle will be a little bit longer. Yeah, just attack. Now, Mind Blast will not hit every enemy sometimes. It can kind of be resisted. Whereas Flame Strike does hit all enemies, but Flame Strike gets reduced, or Flame Bolt, whatever it's called, gets reduced by armor, whereas Mind Blast doesn't. One down. We'll see what this Ninja 2 does for the monk. Yeah, I'm doing a lot more damage with those better weapons now. Yeah, see, now he can slash, even though his attack skill's not that high. Oh, he's probably not even going to get a chance. My other 2 fighters are tearing him up. Nice. Another trident. Sweet. Let's go back to town. Okay, well, this time we'll give it to the Ranger. Give that to Elrond. How much money now? 7,000. Okay. I'm going to level up this level 1 fighter, I think. Well, actually, no, the Ranger can go. Yeah, there we go. 4 hit points. No, let's do that again. 5. I know Rangers can get more. Seven. Whoops. 13. There we go. Okay. All right, Ranger. What are you going to do? Swimming. Attack. I'll go ahead and do fire bow in case I find a really good bow. And now I can't afford... Wow, Bubba can go up again. He'd be level 6. I need to save my money so I can get the level 4 guy. Oh, 6,300. That's actually a pretty good amount. I'm just a little bit shy. So we'll go back in there again. Surprise the monsters. Let's see what we're fighting here. 1 hissing scuzz and 4 killer bees. That's a pretty cool monster. A hissing scuzz. And he can now slash because he reached 150 attack. That sleep spell's good. Yeah, what is a scuzz? That's a good question. In America here, there's a term called scuzzy. Not SCSI, a computer term, but it's close to scummy. And scuzzy kind of means like I don't even know how to describe it. Just basically close to scummy. You just don't really like it. It's kind of unclean or nasty. So maybe that's what they're trying to reference there. Nope, not enough yet. Okay. Yeah, flaming orb. Looking for hidden walls or hidden secret doors. None in there. Okay. Stone-lined hallway. Another valley giant. Okay. These guys are pretty easy. Oh, here's a door. Gnome Temple. Another scroll. Yeah, I'm doing some massive damage with these new weapons. Ringmail. Hey, there we go. And another large axe. Awesome. Ooh. 2 of them. Okay. They greeted me. Good. Oh, I said no on save map. Darn it. Okay, large axe. We'll give him to Elrond. Ringmail. Let's give to the wizard. I like how the wizards and things can use armor in this game as long as they're strong enough. Okay, here we go. 8 hit points on my fighter. Let's try that again. 3. 11. There we go. I'll take that. Attack, swimming, attack. He could level up again, but it would require 11,000. Which I already just probably blew all my money. Yeah, I have 112 left. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. Medium shield +1. Okay. Let's go back in there and doggone it. I have to redo that part of the map that I revealed earlier. John, welcome to the stream. How you doing? The random number generation on the Fire Flash 3 spell doesn't seem to be very random. I usually do really high damage with it. Like 60 is the max, and it usually does like right around 60. But then at other times it'll do like 1 or 2. It's really weird. Good, glad to hear you're doing well. Someone just took 14 damage, wow. Who was it? Rasner, okay. Use a healing potion. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and fight these. Maybe I can get one of those axes again. That would take quite a sword blow to remove one of these giant's arms. Look at the swords on my guys compared to his arm. Sword's like a little toothpick. His arm's like that. Nice. Okay. Yes, keep scroll. Now let's go back again. These guys will not greet me. Man, they do some damage. Whew. 27. Removed his left arm. Thank goodness I got that sleep spell off there. Okay. He only has 2 left. Ah, left arm removed. See, I cast Mind Blast and it only hit one of them. The others resisted it. These guys have a lot of hit points too. So I guess earlier I was fighting dark gnomes, wasn't I? And these are dark dwarves. They're a lot tougher. Alright, let's see. Bubba's hurt pretty bad. Maybe we'll find some good treasure here. That's a lot of gold. Nice scale mail and spear +1. That's pretty sweet. Oh no! Oh, these are gnomes. Okay. Will they greet me? Okay. Let's do Ninja 2. Oh, this is where the binding spell would come in. Nice. Wow. Alright, Razner. Oh, I'm out of magic points again. I forgot about that. Okay, now, the ninja, my monk doing their ninja is going to do a lot of damage here. Wow, Elrond's tearing him up there. Here we go. That's the ninja. 24 damage on the first hit. 26 on the second hit. That's amazing. Because usually the first hit you only do a couple damage. My first fighter's arm's injured. He had to parry. Whew, man. Trident and giant shield again. Okay. See if we can get out of here. I'm in pretty rough shape right now. Ah. Oh, no. No. Oh. The problem is if I try to run and I don't get away, they'll get free shots at me. And I don't think Threaten will work. And Mercy, I think they take all your gold, which I don't want to do. Okay. Yeah, Greet didn't work. And he can't do ninja anymore. Let me see. Do I have... All he can do is parry. That really sucks. Yeah, and you can't use items from here, which is a shame too. You can only do that outside of combat. Well, we'll see how it goes. It's not looking too good for us. Oh, 17 damage and removed his leg. Oh, Bubba too. So I've got two fighters hopping around without legs. Oh boy. Threaten. Yeah, they're like, you're threatening us and we're destroying you. Okay. It's probably going to be a reload. Dang, these guys are tough. Yeah, there goes Bubba. There goes Razner too. That sucks. Alright. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have got away, I don't think. Trying to run. I feel like your chance of getting away with running's like about 10% based on my experience. We'll wait and see if we get resurrected. by the gods. I seriously doubt it. Astral plane. Razner resurrected. Bubba. Aragorn. Wow, so far 4. Elrond. What? They were all resurrected. Nice. All right. Now, I don't remember if I lose anything. Let me see. I don't think so. Did I lose the items maybe? Yeah, I did because I found scale mail and it's missing. All right. Okay. What about gold? Did I lose all my gold? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, let's save it. Usually you don't get all resurrected like that. Some get destroyed. Some get, maybe 1 or 2 get resurrected, and then others turn to undead. "14 hit points on this fighter. That's sweet. Priest levels up. 6 hit points. That's pretty good. Let me try it again, though. 10. I'll keep it. All right. Let's see what he can learn now. 1 spell. Confusion 3. For spellcasters. Gosh, I'm going to save it. I'm not going to use it right now. I'll wait till I level up again. They greeted us. Imagine giant bees and scuzzes greeting you. You're like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, meh. Oh gosh, I got a lot of parrying going on here. Yeah, and the map didn't remember again. Dark gnomes again. Gosh darn. All right. At least I have all my magic points back. That time it only did 8 damage for Fire Flash 3. That's crappy. Wow, put them all asleep. That's perfect. Boom, 37 damage on his third hit. The graphics in this game are so good for CGA. It'd be really hard to find one that has better battle graphics, like the icons. So you only have 4 colors to work with. Actually, I think I'm just going to attack. Not going to waste any spell points. Whoa! He just cast Fire Flash and did 38 damage on me. Oh, I cast it on the wrong person. Aragorn. There we go. Okay. Elrond can use that. So can Aragorn. Wow, look at that. So now my weapon, my weakest weapon is an 11. That's awesome. Giant shield is worth 312. I have 9,400 gold. Oh, wizard's almost ready. We'll go ahead and do the fighter. 2 hit points for a fighter? No. One hit point. That's like rolling a 1d10 in Dungeons and Dragons and rolling a 1. Seven. 12, okay. Man, we're never going to finish this. 4 Viper Moths. Oh, they're weaker than I thought. Yeah, see, they take your gold if you try to run. I wanted to test that out. Okay, here we go again. Keep scroll, yes. Trap. Took some damage. Dark dwarves. They will never greet me. Mind Blast didn't do very well. Let's do Fire Flash 3. Take out the dwarves first. They seem to have pretty heavy armor. Ooh, 24 damage. Ouch. Yeah, I can't do much damage to them. So Rasner, I'm going to heal you. Okay. Should be good. Boom, 50 damage. Oh, a fourth hit. 57 damage. Yeah, that Ninja 2 is amazing. As long as you get a chance to use it. By the time you get to your party member. Okay. We won't press our luck. We'll go back to town again after this battle. Since I revealed more of the map. 3,600. We got Scale Mill and that Spear +1 again. Sweet. Ah, 6 Dark Dwarves. Okay, Jagger and Radagast is injured too. Nice, 56 damage. Took that one out. Man. Jagger's dead. That sucks. You can't resurrect characters in this game. Alright. Here. We're going to save some time. That sucks. I gotta redo this again. And lost all that experience I gained. Should be good. Reminds me of the old the Wizardry 1 and Wizardry 5 especially, that you have to go all the way back to town to save it, you know. Bard's Tale the same way. And you'd go in a dungeon and you'd be super deep, you'd find something amazing, and you're trying to make it all the way back to save, and no, you die. I've had a lot of those experiences. Good news is those old tough games like this really teach you it's okay to lose, you know, and it's okay to try again, and teaches you patience. Oh, now it's asking me something in the manual. Okay. What is the attribute required for a dagger? Let me look it up here. Dagger. It says 6. Okay, that's their copy protection. Luckily, these gremlins are pretty low in hit points. Okay, finally, we made it back where I can actually... Let's see here. Save that part of the map. We got 7,200 gold, so I can level up my wizard. Eight hit points. I'll definitely take that. Okay. Since the wizard can get ninja also, I'm tempted to get one attack, so it's not absolutely terrible. We'll go ahead and do swimming again, because I know there's a point in this game where you have to swim. Okay, here we go. 6 spells. So we're definitely getting Fire Flash 4 and Flame Bolt. Let me look up Fear and Party Accuracy, see what those do. So the accuracy raises the party's fire bow percentage to 250. Okay. I'm not really using too many bows right now. Fear. The spell frightens monsters into running away in terror. That might be useful. Of course, you won't get the winnings, but that's okay. And then I'll go ahead and do this in case I find some good bows. And then I'll save my other 2 spells here. Anybody else level up? 11,000. I don't think so. I get revenge. There's that darn trap again. A gnome lord and gnome mages, okay. $99 damage. That's the most that spell can do. Healing potion 9, that's really good. Short bow plus 2, that's good too. Dark gnomes, okay. I'm going to use a flame bolt here. So that'll hit all of them. Okay. Elrond. Both of your arms are broken. Yeah, so all you can do is parry. Okay. Let's do that again. It's kind of interesting that you can't cast spells with broken arms. I guess because you have to build a gesture. Okay, we're definitely going to try to make it back if we can. Let's see if we can heal. Yeah, he can't even cast. Okay, but he can use that potion. Or wait a minute, I didn't distribute it yet. Yeah, that's one of the weird things in this game. You can't use the items you find until you get back and distribute them. Okay. Yeah, the short bow +2 does 6 damage, as opposed to just 1 attack from the self bow. So the wizard's doing some shooting sometimes, but then the ranger does too. Hey, Leandro, welcome to the stream. Arm breaks, leg breaks, makes you want to play Dwarf Fortress. Oh, wow. What do we got now? 5 dark dwarves. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay. If I can survive this first volley, the quickness 2 will hopefully help. Nice. Okay. Now I get a whale on him. He won't be able to attack this round. No, why can he only thrust? That doesn't make sense. He casts ninja, right? I don't understand that. It's almost like the quickness 2 undid what the ninja did for speed. Yeah, he's still doing the heavy damage. So that's what it did. So he kept his strength bonus, but quickness 2 is worse than the speed bonus you get from ninja 2, so he lost that. That's really weird. There we go. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of gold. Oh, yes, scale mill and that spear +1 again. and actually made it back to town with them. Oh, so Spear +1 sucks. It's only 9. I already have better weapons than that. And it's worth 4,100 though. Awesome. Sell that for sure. Scale mail. We'll give that to Elrond right now. Leandro says he's been playing the remaster of Bard's Tale. Great remake. That's cool. So not the new Bard's Tale, but basically the remake where they made a few improvements to it. Wow, looks like I got a lot of level ups here. Sweet. Let me save it. 7 hit points. 9. I'll take that. One spell. Summon Elemental. I can finally summon an Elemental. Sweet. I think I have the Air Elemental in my party. Let me make sure. There we go. Now it'll be there. Okay, so let's train the rest here. 1 hit point? No. 7? I can still do better. 13, perfect. There are a couple of imbalances. You create a monk and warrior, and on the same level, the monk did more than 3 times the damage of a warrior equipped. Yeah, that's the problem with Bard's Tale. They did not balance. The original did not balance some of those. Basically, monks and hunters made fighters and paladins useless. Plus, the other thing I hated about Bard's Tale was your chance to hit the enemy was calculated based on your armor class. What was Michael Cranford thinking? So basically, if you equip like diamond equipment, like armor, somehow that magically makes you be able to hit the enemy better. It has nothing to do with the weapon you have equipped. So I was hoping maybe they changed that in the remake, but it doesn't sound like it. That's the one thing I always found just dumb about Bard's Tale. Let's see here, Ranger. One spell, Awaken. Oh man, that'd be nice to have Healing 3 on the Ranger. I think I'm going to do that. Protection 2, yeah. Okay, let's train this ugly fighter. My first one. He's so expensive. 10 hit points? Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Yeah, the monk had minus 21 armor class with the protection spell. Oops. Yeah, that's the other goofy thing about Dungeons and Dragons was the same way, where once you got a monk really high level, they just did ridiculous damage unarmed. And it's just so unrealistic. I mean, you do have magic in the game, so that kind of gives you an excuse to be able to do whatever you want. But it's kind of silly that they make it that drastic. Like in my RPG, you can be a monk, and ninjas too. They both get unarmed attack. The monk's better at it. But they do like a lot of attacks, but they're low damage attacks. So if the enemy has armor on, you're not going to penetrate the armor. So, like, if your unarmed skill is low, you're just going to do like punches and maybe a kick, just some basic attacks like that. But once it starts getting higher, you start doing more advanced, like more effective moves like elbowing and headbutting and eye gouging, like, some more damaging and crippling things. But even still, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I mean, it does some, but compared to a weapon, it doesn't do a lot. But you get a lot of attacks. You might get 8 attacks in one round that way. And so if you're fighting someone that doesn't have any armor on, you can do a good amount of damage to them. Plus, you could do, some, like a knockout or cause an appendage to be broken or something like that. So that's more realistic and it's definitely more balanced. Now, if you're like a really, really strong monk, like let's say you're a ogre, an ogre monk, now that's a different story because the strength bonus, you could end up doing quite a bit of damage. Because imagine, just a massive like ogre or troll hitting you with its elbow and headbutting you and stuff. I mean, yeah, that would do some good amount of damage. Leandro says, at least it gives you the chance to drop the characters at the guild. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Bard's Tale 2 was a big improvement in my mind. Still had the same problem, though, with the chance to hit the enemy. But you could get monsters in your party as party members. Whereas in Bard's Tale 1, you just had one slot for a special computer control character. And if you'd summon a new one or whatever, just replace that one slot. Plus, when you quit the game, it was gone. And in Bard's Tale 2, that's not the case. You could have like one real character and 5, actually more than 5, I think. I think you could have 7 really tough, like computer controlled monsters and look at their stats and stuff. It was so fun. I didn't like the color scheme as much in Bard's Tale 2, but I liked the monsters and everything else a lot better. Large spear. Hey, Pack Billy, welcome to the stream. He says Bard's Tale 3 for this Commodore 64 may be his favorite game of all time. The DOS Amiga ports were kind of phoned in. So did it start on the Commodore 64 and then they port it, or did they actually start on a different platform and port to the Commodore 64, or did they just rewrite it? I think I'm going to summon an elemental here. You'll finally get to see the air elemental. Elemental begins to form. Yeah, how are you doing, Pack Billy? Started on the Apple II and Commodore 64, then a different team handled 16-bit ports. Okay. Yeah, the Bard's Tale 3 was pretty cool. Okay, look, here's the air elemental. So now we got an extra character here. Now this air elemental can cast any spell. So we get the full list of spells here. That's awesome. I think I'm going to do a Flame Bolt 4 here. That's going to be sweet. And you can see him down there in the bottom right. It looks like Gumby to me. If you remember the old little green guy called Gumby. Those claymations. Good. Glad you can make it. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, the Bard's Tale series was interesting with Michael Cranford's concept of the mages, the spellcasters, I'll call them, changing class, like getting promoted and stuff. It was like one of the first that I can think of where you would change class like that. What do we got now? And I remember in Bard's Tale 2, they expanded on it. They added an additional one past, I think, the Archmage or whatever. I can't even remember now. And then in part 3, they did even more. They added like the Geomancer or something else. I don't remember what it was called. Oh boy. Okay, let's do Summon Elemental again. Yeah, Geomancer. Okay, Chronomancer, that's right. Yeah, I remember. Their spells start getting ridiculous. Like, seems, like in part 1, Manger's, what was it called? Manger's, not Fist. Manger's Blast, because it was M-I-B-L, right? M-I-B-L was the 4 characters you had to type in to cast that spell. Manger's Mind Blast, maybe? It only did, like, I think, like up to 80 damage or something. And then in part 3, it seems like once you got to the Geomancer, you could do like 1,000 damage. Like, it was nuts how high the damages were getting. Then again, some of the enemies, like in Bard's Tale 2, could hit something and cause like 1,000 damage, like the undead, like some of the vampires and zombies and stuff. In that, I think it was called the Grey Crypt. Let's see here. Yeah, Manger's Mind Blast. Thanks. Leandro said in episode 1 of the remaster he did 3 mages with the 4 schools of magic, but not get a chance to turn them into the Archmage. Oh, my goodness. This is bad news. Okay. How many spell points? 3. Well, it's going to be Ninja 2. Do I have enough to cast Fear? No, I can't cast anything. Let's do Confusion 2. Maybe it'll prevent. Oh, or Sleep. I think I have a better chance with Sleep. There's not technically an Archmage in Bard's Tale 1. Archmage is just Mastery, the other 4. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Yeah, you have to you get to the Master or level 7 or something of spellcasting level. And then you're considered the Archmage when you go to... Yeah, that's right. Shows up in Bard's Tale 2, though, as its own class. Yeah. Good point. Alright, let's see. Anybody need healing? Elrond. Why can't he lunge? There we go. He can lunge. Okay. Maybe only the fighters can lunge, or you have to get to a high enough attack level to lunge. So I can hit the guys in the back there. Yeah, I really like the Bard's Tale construction set. I think that's what's called BTCS. Yeah, Bard's Tale construction set. I did a review on that. If you haven't seen that, that's a pretty cool game engine where you can make Bard's Tale games. Have any of you guys ever played any of those or made any of them? Large spear. In the corner are some nice weapons. Ooh, flail +1, large shield +1, healing potion, magic. That's it? Well, it's better than nothing. Now if I can make it back without dying. Leandro says he's currently in the last dungeon, but it got boring because in combat you just kept spamming the same mass damage spell. Yeah. So are you in Manger's castle? Or tower, whatever it's called? Man, cannot greet these guys. Okay. So, spear +1. Only 9, but it's worth a lot. Sell, sell, sell. Large spear. Sell. Alright, we're going to redistribute here in a second. Scale mill, give that to the wizard. Giving the armor to the weaker guys. Okay. We should have a pretty good amount of gold now. Let's look. 46,000. Sweet. Pack Billy said his cousin had the construction set on Amiga years ago. Remember, he didn't get too far with your creation. Yeah, all of those are very tedious to do. That one had a lot of power to it. It actually had pretty good programming built in. You know, being a developer myself, you know, I know what you can do and what you can, kind of instructions you can give and stuff. And they did a really good job with giving you lots of options. More so than the Unlimited Adventures game engine made by SSI. But the hit area thing, once again, was a problem with that too. Chance to hit. Wow, Radagast is only getting 1 hit point. What's going on here? Try it a few more times. Maybe it knows I've been reloading. Doesn't want to give him anymore. Okay, I'll try 3 more times. 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like it balances it out so that you can't get too far ahead. Okay. Fair enough. Four spells. Ninja 2. Mind Blast 2. Awaken, that might be useful. And then I'll save 1. Did the Bard's Tale construction kit allow you to create standalone games, or did you need to own it to play creations? If I remember right, you could make standalone games and you did not have to have, like, it would generate a compiled version for you where you would give it to someone. They did not have to have the construction set themselves. Not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. Wow, he only got 1 hit point too. This is really weird. There we go. 16. Wow. Alrighty then. Three spells. Healing 4. Teleportation. Does that get me out of combat? I bet it does. Definitely doing that. And then we'll do Confusion 3. Sweet. $16 hit points for that fighter. Wow. I'm going to save it before I try to level that one up. 3, yep. I'm glad I did. 13, okay. That's good. He learned accuracy. Trap. Ah. My guy's not very good at disarming traps, that's for sure. Looking for secret doors and doesn't appear there's any here. Ooh, he gets 4 hits now. Nice. Pack Billy says one thing you won't do is turn off the auto map. Oh, he's talking about the Bard's Tale remake. Yeah, auto maps are pretty darn sweet. What's my favorite DOS RPG series? That's hard for me to answer because I go back to different ones at different times. But I guess overall, probably the Wizardry series. But like I said, that's hard to answer. The AD&D Gold Box games are amazing. The Bard's Tale is amazing. Wizardry, I feel like, has the most like epic challenges to it. It's, you know, it's really hard, but it's very rewarding at the same time. And some of them have a lot of comedy in them too. I love the Might and Magic series too, though. And fantasy, it's good. It's this is really fun, obviously, but it's not up there in the top. So yeah, I just have to say Wizardry. What about you, Pack Billy? What's your favorite? Oh yeah, Magic Candle. Good. I'm glad that that video helped you get into it. Yeah, that was one of those games. Man, that required a lot of play time for me to review that one. Gosh, I think I'm gonna summon Elemental here, and we're gonna heal Rasner. All right, let's see here. That only hit one of them. Mind Blast. Oh, Rasner getting torn up. Air Elemental coming through there. Nice. Oh, Rasner's dead. Damn. That's a reload. Pack Billy says his favorite is probably Bard's Tale, since it's what he grew up on. He never played a Gold Box game or the Buck Rogers games. Yeah, Buck Rogers was really good too. I also have a harder time when there's less of a given game. You know, if you can find one that has quite a few in the same series, then that's a lot more appealing to me. Especially when you can transfer characters. I'm going to quit and reload here. Which you can do that with some of the Wizardry, like especially Wizardry 6 and 7. I mean, those are just in a league of their own in my mind. They're awesome. But like with Bard's Tale, you could transfer from 1, 2, and 3, I believe, like 2 all the way to 3. So that's pretty sweet. And like Darklands, it's one of the best games ever made. RPGs, but there's only one. You know, it's only that one. So it's not like you transfer characters or anything. But that game's absolutely amazing. I would rank that in my top probably 3 RPGs ever made. It's just incredible. But it was a failure at the time because it had so many bugs and everything. But You've probably seen my review on that anyway. Let's see here. These are gnomes. They're not quite as bad. The dwarves are the tough ones. Pool of Radiance is amazing too. The amount of things that was put into that, and that was the first one. It's just incredible. First gold box AD&D game. Yeah, Mind Magic 4, which I'm playing. You know, on my other stream, I'm alternating them. That's an amazing game too. That's why it's just so hard to rank them. But I guess if you had to choose, you know, you're forced to, then it's just how it falls down. They're just they're all A's. You know, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're stuck with them. You have to pick one. Ooh, 15,000. Ouch. Let's do the monk first. 5. Pack Billy says, or any of the non-Dungeons & Dragons SSI stuff. He recently bought Demons Winter for Amiga off eBay, but I hadn't had a chance to play yet. I haven't played that either. In the old days, you could transfer between series. Yeah, I remember that. Ultima, like Ultima 6 is an amazing game too. Not because of the combat or anything. The combat pretty much sucks compared to some other RPGs, but the community and the NPCs in that game are just top notch. The story. But yeah, Bard's Tale. I think Bard's Tale 2 would allow you to transfer from like wizardry, what else? Ultima, yeah, and Bard's Tale. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure about that, but it seems like Michael Cranford was the one that did that. And that's awesome. Not many of them would do that. In fact, I'm considering doing that for my RPG, my Forteverse game. Oh, let's save it. I want to be able to transfer in characters from Wizardry 8 because, you know, there was going to be a 9. It was never made. But I thought that'd be kind of fun because someone would be able to, if they had those old Wizardry 8 save games, be able to pull those in. And there'd finally be a game that would do it. I'd like to do it with all the games. Just, you know, any of those games where you could just pull them in. You'll still start really low level, but it would be kind of cool. Be like a little bonus. Some people probably have games that are so old, like from 20 plus years ago, that they'd pull them in and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that character. You were able to transfer your Bard's Tale 3 guys into Michael Cranford's Space RPG. Oh, yeah. Which they didn't make on the PC. What was that called? Like, oh, I feel like it had an A in the name. Like Atlas. I know that's not it, but what was that darn game called? It looks really cool. But they never released it for DOS. Whoops. 9 hit points? Okay, I'll take that. And Centurion? I think it was like Centurion something. Oh well, can't think of it. No, I have not played Grimoire Herald of the Winged Exemplar. I've had a lot of people ask me about that one, though. So I'm definitely going to review it at some point. Centauri Alliance, thanks. Oh, so it did have an A in it. I just couldn't think of what it was. Yeah, that game looks really cool. Another one that I'd like to try, but it sucks that there's just one, is D.W. Bradley's Sword. Is it called Sword and Sorcery? Sword. I feel like it's called Sword and Sorcery or Sword and Sorcerer or something like that. And it's kind of like Wizardry, like Wizardry 8 was going to be, with the 3D perspective, which it is. But, D.W. Bradley made that whole thing himself. So that's got to be a really cool game. Yeah, that's it, Leandro. Centauri Alliance. Looks really cool. Yeah, it's too bad that there was a miscommunication between Brian Fargo and Michael Cranford in the old Interplay days after Bard's Tale 2. They both felt like they were kind of getting ripped off with the contract, the deal of all that and everything. Because they could have made more games together. Oh, another amazing RPG is Wasteland on the PC. But again, there was only one of them. I did a full Let's Play live stream. That was my first live stream I did. Maybe 2 years ago, something like that. Beat that, went all the way through, and that was fun. These giant wasps are a lot tougher than the giant bees. Did that give me enough? As you can tell, this game has a lot of grinding you have to do. I'm only in the second dungeon. And you just see how tough the enemies are. I'd get my butt kicked if I tried to go any harder areas. 7. 8. Okay. If I get another 8, I'll take it. 7. Okay, 8. Attack. Healing 4. Protection 2. Awaken. I'll have another guy that can do healing 4, so that'll be useful. Sheesh. What do you guys prefer as far as combat? Like, do you like this type of combat screen where it shows little icons for the characters? Or do you like a first person point of view like Bard's Tale? Or do you like an overhead view like with icons and things, like a bird's eye view, like let's say gold box games? What's your favorite type of battle setup? This kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy, how Final Fantasy has, the icons and the graphic, and it's turn-based where one character goes and then the next goes. And Leandro says it for him, it depends on the implementation. For example, first person. Packbelly says he likes the random animation in the Bard's Tale portraits, but the Ultima style overhead perspective can be good too. It just depends. Yeah, and it really depends too on like how many enemies you're fighting. Because like the gold box games, when you're fighting goblins, and they took up one goblin would take up one square, so you were limited. You could have maybe 100 goblins, but it was huge on the battlefield, and it would take a really long time to get through all that. Whereas like with Might and Magic, it might say there's 99 dwarves, and so you would cast a spell and it would just say dead, 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 dead. Same with Bard's Tale. It would just show all the list of them dying. So you could deal with a massive number a lot quicker and easier. Leandro says the Dungeon Master, the Legend of Skull Deep, is better than, for example, Eye of the Beholder for first person. Gotcha. Yeah, with first person, the disadvantage is it feels like there's not as much strategy because it just says, where the monster is. Like in Bard's Tale, it might say it's 30 feet away or whatever. Or in Wizardry 7 and earlier, there were groups. So you couldn't use it quite as much strategy. I mean, it did have some still because you had characters in the back that couldn't hit unless they used a ranged weapon, things of that nature. But like the gold box games, the opposite's kind of true also, where sometimes things would get in the way and block something, which is not realistic. Like if you had a party of 6 characters, you would be able to be completely surrounded, by... Just think about that. How many monsters would be able to fit and still reach you? It'd be a huge amount. It wouldn't just be limited to, just like, would it be 9 around one character? So it's just kind of weird. But, with games, you have to get rid of some realism. Yeah, let's do that. To make it more fun. But yeah, I just always want to know what people's opinions are. The overhead view, it's easier to see where things are at. Plus, it's easier for determining blockages too. Like if you shoot a lightning bolt and there's something in the way, it may block it. You can't really have that as well with first person. Sheesh, I cannot get very far in this. I keep getting attacked over and over. I have not got these guys to be able to greet me even once yet. Pack Billy says, speaking of Eye of the Beholder, the third game will crush your spirit. I don't know if I ever played the third one. Uh-oh. That was weird. The game acted like it locked up. Yeah, I don't think I played the third one. You're actually writing sidecar on a series right now on Jim Plays Games channel. Just make stupid comments while he plays. But even you were ready for it to end in the last few episodes. Challenge just comes from annoyance. Gotcha. Yeah, that can be frustrating. Yeah, Bardsteel 1 had its share of that too, where there were some annoyances. It's dead end. First two were good, but the third was handled by a different team. So they just made it too hard, or is it just too full of annoying things? $15,000. I guess it's worth it though. I still have 15,000 left. Too full of annoying things? Yeah, that sucks. That's no fun. Okay. Ooh, there's resurrection. Wow, so you can resurrect the character. I forgot about that. I wonder if it's at any time or if it's during battle. You have to resurrect him before the battle ends, like in Magic Candle. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you're right. It does switch between EGA palettes. The green, red, yellow, and black. And then back to the cyan, magenta, white, and black. It's pretty clever. Yeah, but I mean, look at this. Look at the detail with 4 colors. That's just impressive. Very impressive. Ooh, this is going to be hard. Let's try Dispel Undead. Summon an Elemental. And I don't have confusion on this character. Hey, Shadow President 420, welcome to the stream. The pink and white palette reminds you of Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom. Yeah, you're right. I used the exact same colors. That was very common palette for the CGA. Bubba is drained. Wonder what that means. Did it drain hit points? Oh, it drained spell points. So Razner lost 4 spell points and so did Bubba. Not that they cast spells as being fighters. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Wizardry 5 was CGA. Yeah, glad you like these old school RPGs. Onyx. I think that's just worth money. Let's go find out. Yeah, and it's not worth that much. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, Wizardry 6, that was a complete rewrite, didn't use any of the same engine, became EGA, and then Wizardry 7 was VGA. Wizardry 6 did amazing graphics also with EGA. Since EGA only had 16 colors, that's not much work with either. But it did a really good job. But I'd say out of any CGA game I've ever played, I think this has the best graphics that I've ever seen. Like the most detailed. I really don't know how they got it that precise. I mean, look at that. You can tell that's a troll, an ogre, human, a guy wearing armor. I think that's a gnome or something. I don't know. A dwarf and an elf. I mean, no mistaking it. The gremlins look like gremlins. Those dwarves there look like dwarves. Yeah, it's very impressive. Shadow President said Wizardry 5 and 6 both were sort of catching the end of the CGA and EGA. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I think had Wizardry 5 been EGA, I think it would have sold a lot more copies. Can he slash yet? Still not. It's like how the later NES or Mega Drive games maximize the use of hardware in the color palettes. Yeah. And this game's from 1987, on the PC. Yeah, and the crazy thing is, let me look at this. They didn't even use dithering here. That makes it even crazier. There's a tiny bit of dithering in the legs of the ogre there, and in the center chest of the priest, or the human. You can see a couple white dots. I don't know if you can see it on there. But for the most part, didn't really use that. But, dithering just means you take different colored pixels and put them in a certain pattern right next to each other, and it gives the illusion when you look at it to the eye that it's a different color, when really it's not. $15,000, ouch. Okay, our fighters are level 9. They should really kick some butt now. Wizardry 5's CGA was awesome. Probably the epitome of CGA graphics, actually, but it was outdated at its time. I think CGA was either on the way out. Yeah, it was definitely pretty much out. You'd be hard pressed to find many games that did not have EGA by 87. They still had CGA, of course, but that didn't support EGA. I remember the first VGA advertisement I saw, and it was for King's Quest IV. And I was absolutely blown away. I couldn't believe how many colors there were. I was, just because I didn't have an Amiga or anything like that or access to that. And so when I saw a VGA game, had 256 colors on the same screen, I couldn't believe it. And it is funny how times kind of change. Like when I was a kid, like that, graphics were so important to me. And then, once I got older, I realized I don't really care as much about graphics as I do about the game itself. And it makes me wonder if kids, when I say kids, younger generations play games today are going to be the same way. We're like, oh, well, that game, it gets 200 frames per second. So I love that. But then as they get older, they'll go back and be like, man, you know what? There's so many games that actually had tons of great content and bad graphics. Or if they would look at a game like this and couldn't even play it. Just because it's so old compared to what they're used to. Yeah, King's Quest IV. It had VGA graphics. Yep. I remember because it's the one with the female. I can't remember her name. What her name was. I'm pretty sure it was VGA. Gosh, now you're gonna make me second guess myself. I'm like 90% sure that was VGA. Because I don't think they could have produced as many colors as I'm imagining in my head with EGA. Wow, they cast Fire Flash on me again. That's so funny. Imagine these giants coming up to you. You think they're just going to stomp you, and what do? Fire Flash. It's just really funny. Sleeping area. 2 damage. Shadow President says he bet today's kids will not care about graphics the way we did when we were growing up. There were revolutionary changes going on. Nowadays it's still getting better, but not like in the day. Yeah, that's true. The game has an impressive number of characters on the screen. Yeah. So this is a dead end too. Oh, there we go. Secret door. I'm going to use a potion here. Sweet. Pick the lock. Is there anything in here? Ooh, another secret door. Wow. Cavern. I feel like this is probably not the right way to go, because that's probably going to link up. Hold on a minute. At least these guys are greeting me. King's Quest IV was 16 colors. Even the remake. King's Quest 1. 5 was the first to use 256. So what was the name of the fourth one? It had a female in it, right? It was the first female character. Like Rosella or I can't remember her name. Yeah, Perils of Rosella. Are you positive about that? Because if you look at screenshots of that, it looks really good. Like way more than 16 colors. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up a screenshot of that. Let's see some here. Okay, there I see a screenshot. Ah, okay. That's pretty insane that that's only 16 colors. It makes me wonder. I might try to take like Microsoft Paint and take one of those pictures and do blotting and get the colors. Because I wonder if they did some tricks to get past that. Because it looks like, to me, unless they're doing a really good job with dithering, it looks like more than 16 to me on some of these screens. Almost like they divided up some sections or something. But maybe it is. Maybe they just did such a good job with the artwork that it appeared. And then let me look up King's Quest V to make sure I'm not thinking of that one. No, it's definitely not 5. It was definitely 4 that I was thinking of. Because, yeah, it was with the girl. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely not thinking of the remake because I remember seeing it when I was a kid. It was like around 1988 or something. I saw an ad for it, and I was just like, whoa. Because, compared to CGA, where you have 4 colors. But yeah, they did an amazing job on that, if that is. But yeah, it makes me wonder because, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like the GIF file format, GIF, it's only 256 colors. And so, or is it 65,000? Hold on a minute. Now I'm getting confused. 65,536. I'm pretty sure it's only 256. But you can do special tricks where you segment off areas of it so that you can have one segment have out of those 256 colors in a block, and then the next block could have a different 256 colors. So you can make it look like, the entire GIF itself would have more colors in it. So it makes me wonder if you can do something like that with EGA. I don't think you can, but I really don't know that for sure. They may have just been, had amazing artwork there. And it just gives the illusion. How to magic, okay. Shadow Presence says there are tricks you can do where you successfully draw multiple 16 color palettes on the same screen. Or maybe it used real-time palette switching. Yeah, I'm not sure. If I pull it into Microsoft Paint and use the blotter, I can get the exact RPG value of the pixels, in a few spots. And then I'll be able to know for sure how many colors they're using on the screen. It's amazing how real you can make something look with just a few colors like this. We know for sure this is 4. So maybe they just did great with the dithering and everything. Yeah, that's true. There is a low resolution and a high resolution color mode. Yep. Actually, you know what? While this battle's going on, I'm going to try to do that. Let me grab one that looks like it has a lot of colors. This one looks like it has a ton. All right, so I'm looking at one that has a giant tree going over the top of a house where there's a little river going in front, a little creek, and there's a water wheel next to it. So the blue is, RGB is 00168, and that's the water. There's some flowers on there, so I'm going to grab the color of the flowers, see if it's the same. It's different. It's 84, 84, 252. So let's do another one here. Okay, the brown in the tree, 168840. So we're up to 3 colors. And then here's a purple. Here, let me do something here real quick. So I can show you what I'm looking at. Where are you? Okay. So here's the picture I'm looking at. So I just did this this purple down here. And that's 1680168. So we're up to 4 colors. And now we're going to do a blot. This right below it. 25284252. 5 colors. And we know about this yellow is definitely going to be a 6. Oh, that's the brown. Two five two 25284. Then we got a red here. It's kind of an orangish. 2528484. I think this is going to be 16 colors. We're up to 7 now. 8. 9. And then this is a darker red here. 10. Yep. And then we got black. That's 11. We got white. It's 12. We got this gray. It's 13. Yeah. I'll be darned. This is... Let me zoom out so you can see it. That's 16 colors on there. And look at that. That's incredible. And then you got some purples in here too, which is part of this flower. Flip you back. Yeah, that is impressive. Okay. Well, let's go back to the fight. Looks like Jagger's in rough shape here. All he can do is parry, so we'll heal him. Red, I guess, too. Okay. King's Quest V was a huge jump. They went to full 256 color VGA. Yeah, that's true. Yep. King's Quest IV nailed it in terms of graphics and sound. Yeah, I really like the old movement in 1 through 4. When they went to 5 and they had it more automatic with how it moved and everything, I didn't quite like that as much. I don't know why, I just couldn't get into it as much. Let's see if I can make it out of here. Whoa, Rasner's in really bad shape. Let's heal him real quick. There we go. Okay. That was a very productive journey. 19,000. Wizard, another level. Sweet. He just keeps getting 1 hit point anymore. There we go, 12. What the heck? Three spells. Flame Bolt 2, definite. Quickness 2, sure. And we'll skip those. Can't afford it. Okay, we're getting this area cleared out. Disarm the trap. They will never greet you. So dark gnomes and dark dwarves. No chance. Yeah, when I started playing Wizardry 8 for the first time, I was afraid I wasn't going to like it because, I've been used to all the old RPGs, and I'm usually not a fan of first person perspective like 3D, where it's truly 3D and you're moving slowly. I thought, well, it's probably going to suck compared to Wizardry 7, but it ended up being my favorite Wizardry. So I definitely try new things here and there. But that's something I couldn't get used to with King's Quest V compared to 1 through 4. I don't know, I just didn't like it as much. I'm not a huge fan of point and click type things. I'm not really sure why. I can't put my finger on it, but an elven maiden warns you of the beast in the next cell. Okay. It's good to know. Shadow President says he has normal everyday hobbies. Like ledger domain, skullduggery, and disarming traps. Yeah. Pack Billy says he's not a fan of that early 3D graphic style. You'll have to get over the prejudice to watch your series on it. Yeah, I'm not either. But dang, the gameplay in Wizardry 8, amazing. I don't call too many games masterpieces, and that game is a masterpiece. Okay, let's see. That should be good. You don't like graphic styles that tend away from the hand-drawn. Yeah, I agree. I understand. I don't think it's right for fantasy. Consequently, there are several mid-90s games you never gave a chance. Yeah, I get it. It's almost sometimes when the graphics get too real looking, that's not appealing either. Like, have you guys noticed? Okay, so I was working on a game a long time ago, and I never finished it because it was the kind of game that I just got bored of, and I didn't have the art I needed, the graphics. But I was using a program called Poser. If you look at all the modern games that have faces, I can almost guarantee you they all use the same program called Poser. You can just look and tell that these 3D models that they're making for the faces, there's something about it that doesn't look natural. They're trying to make it natural and it's getting better, but it just doesn't have a human aspect to it. Yet it looks almost too real. I don't even know how to describe it. Everything starts looking the same to me, and it loses the artistic value. Like this stuff looks so artistic. You can tell that someone, made these icons with pixel at a time and put a lot of thought into it, and it just doesn't feel that way anymore with most graphics. I don't know what it is. Oh, Pac Billy says he has a friend using Poser right now for something. Yeah, no, it's a great program, but man, it's hard to make faces that look unique. It's just something unnatural about the way the software is generating it. I can't put my finger on it. Yeah, Skyrim. Yeah, it's really weird. And no, I can appreciate people liking those types of things, but for me personally, I just don't care for it as much. I'd rather have older graphics like this. Gosh, I'm kind of lost. I think I'm going to go back out, save it, and then try to come back in and see what she's talking about the beast. Ooh, got surprised. Oh, okay. These shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it does kind of start getting mundane, doesn't it? Okay, that should be good. And of course, it depends on the game type. Like if you're playing an action game, you know, or an adventure game. Adventure games, really good graphics are very important to it. But something like an RPG, to me personally, it's more about the character building and the stories and all that. So it does definitely depend on the genre. Like point and click games, you know, it better have really good graphics, or what else is there? You know, it's not like there's much else to do in them. Oh, how many of these have I fought? Ooh, man. 29 damage, that's a lot. I think back at, did you guys play any Atari games? Did you have like an Atari 2600? I mean, those games, they had some really creative things they did, and the graphics were absolutely terrible. But they made some amazing games, and you had to really use your imagination, you know, for for some of them. But they did an awesome job. But the sound helps too. Having really good sound, to me, is more important than having really good graphics most of the time. Again, unless it's an adventure game, that's a different story. Pack Billy says, but look at where fantasy book covers have gone in the last 20 years. Unless you're R.A. Salvatore, you're not going to have painted cover. It takes a bit of the aesthetic magic out of fantasy. Yeah. Guys, I'll probably have to end the stream here in just a few minutes, just to FYI. Let's see if we can go to this room, figure out what the heck she was talking about. So there's a beast in here, evidently. Let's cast a spell, heal. Okay, Aragorn's a little bit injured too. There we go. There's a great ferocious beast in the cell. Oh, one great beast. There you go. Literally a great beast. I don't know if he'll cast anything or not. I don't know if sleep will work. We'll try it. Summon elemental. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is hard to hit. I should have done binding. Oh, he's a spellcaster. Okay, at least I hit him with my fire flash. So I need to heal Bubba. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I hit escape and it started combat. Ooh, 99 damage. Sweet, I won. What do we got here? What strength is required for medium shield? Let's check it out. Medium shield, where are you? It requires 8. There's a magnificent bow here. Keep gnome bow. Yes, of course. Awesome. Let's see if we can make it back now. What is the attribute required for the short bow? 6. Why am I even trying to greet? These guys never greet you. Yeah, I'll tell you one more game that blew my mind when I saw it first time. It was Pitfall Part 2 on the Atari 2600. I couldn't believe how huge those levels were and how it was all kind of real time and everything. Yeah, that was incredible. Those giants are following me all over. We made it. Okay, so let's check out this gnome bow. 13. Wow, that is a good bow. Okay, let's give it to the wizard. Sweet. Yeah, it does give you a few different choices for melee. Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it quits for tonight, but yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Enjoyed the chat. Thanks for chatting with me. Let's go ahead and level up the monk here before I quit. What the heck? His disarm trap would actually go down? That's really weird. That's got to be a bug. Okay, but yeah, thanks for chatting. It was a lot of fun. Shadow President says Pitfall 2 is probably the largest game released on the 2600 in terms of ROM size. It also had a custom chip David Crane design. That's cool. It had a soundtrack background music for a 2600 game. Sweet. Yeah, that was really cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll be streaming, flipping over to the Might and Magic 4 next time. So hopefully I'll catch you guys on here. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.